Okay, so I go live from my computer like never. And so every time I go live from my computer, it gives me something new, like brand new that I don't understand. So hopefully you can see me, hopefully you can hear me. I don't see anybody popping on yet, so if you're watching live, write something so I know you're here. If you're watching on the replay, write replay. Super happy for everyone that was invited into this group, whether you are watching it live or on the replay. Write that so we know that you're here, and then write who invited you. And then it's really funny. I have a picture of wine behind me, and I'm not drinking wine, but I do like to share in the comments what beverage you're drinking with us. So I'm actually going to crack open a sparkling water. Anybody ever watches my live videos, like ever, they know I'm super addicted to sparkling water. So cheers. And then let's get started. And if you have any questions during the live chat, just drop it in the comments. If you have any questions and you watch this when it's not live, drop it in the comments and I'll still see it and I'll be able to answer any questions. And I got a you can see me and you can hear me. So that's awesome. So if you want to cheers to what beverage you're drinking, Jesse, and anybody else who's watching, that'd be great because I am going to take a sip because then I'm going to talk, okay? Hello, Brandy. Thank you for joining me. Okay, so welcome. I am Sarah Cook. I am a Zyia Activewear representative, and you got invited here by me or by a different representative. So we are a team, and I do this event monthly, and we have other events like this where other leaders in Zyia or just any representative in Zyia kind of do a little question and answer session on what it is to exactly be a Zyia Active representative, and if you have specific questions, and I'm here to answer them for you. So a little bit of background for anybody that doesn't know me. I live in Sioux Falls, where we just got dumped with I don't even know how many inches of snow, and had a snow day yesterday. I'm a mom of two boys who are 8 and 5, and fingers crossed are sleeping through this. Daylight savings is so hard, so the 8-year-old had a hard time falling asleep, and I think he finally fell asleep. I'm a registered nurse here at one of the hospitals in Sioux Falls. We won't say which one, but really I love it. I love that job, but I started Zyia in August of 2018, and with the help of Zyia, I was able to when I first started Zyia in August of 2018, I was working full-time nursing hours, which as a nurse on the hospital floor, that's either 36 hours or more. And so I was working anywhere from 36 to some weeks I would clock in 50 hours a week, because in the recovery room we were on call, we would have holidays, all that fun stuff. And so now I am able to say that I quit my full-time hours, I quit my part-time hours, I transitioned from full-time to part-time with the help of Zyia. And then I transitioned into PRN, and if you're not familiar with the hospital lingo, PRN means as needed. So they kind of let me know when there's openings and shifts and when I can fill in the gaps and whatnot. So it averages to about 24 hours every 6 weeks, and that was with the help of Zyia. So that's a little bit about me and my background with the company, about myself. But this is not about me. This is more about the information about the company and about any questions that you might have if you're curious about what being a Zyia rep entails. So let's talk about the founders of Zyia Active. So some of you know this story and some of you don't know this story. So the founders of Zyia are Aaron Bradley is the main person, the brains behind this. And I actually posted a video earlier, but I forgot to update it with the new link. So if you go back in this group, I have a picture where she describes how she thought of Zyia, but then they just recently did a video, and I think it's so cool, it's 4 minutes long, about really how Zyia came to be. So we were founded in Utah by the Bradley family, mainly Aaron and Jeremiah, but then also their brothers and then sister-in-laws so the sister-in-laws, Brenda Bradley and Erin Bradley, are like our designers. So if you're ever wondering like who comes up with these Wednesday designs every single Wednesday, it's Erin and Brenda. They're the brains. But it's really you guys, representatives and customers as well, because they take like 80%, 90% of what we tell them and give them input, and they turn it into the products every Wednesday. And I think that's amazing that they listen to their customers and their representatives that much for like product innovation. I think that's awesome. And I think that's also why the product sells so easy, is because they listen to us and they listen like to the customers and the representatives. But founded in Utah, and it was, the story goes that she's on a moonlit hike. It's a very like powerful story as far as it goes. Like she said that it was a moonlit hike, really like late at night, like close to midnight. She didn't even want to go on it, and then once she was on it with these strangers that she barely knew, a lot of them, they were so empowering and uplifting to others, helping each other up the mountain. Like the people from the bottom were pushing up, people from the top pulling them up, and just using encouraging words the whole time. And she just felt such empowerment and enlightenment in that. And then I think that it was a Zyia moon. She didn't mention that in this YouTube video, but that's what I've always said. I'll have to ask her. But the Zyia moon became the logo, and then the mountain scene, you'll see that sometimes. And so I love that background story. She wanted to start a company that empowers women, was to start, but now it's women and men. I absolutely love it. We have a guys starter kit. So if you are interested in this opportunity and you are a guy, that's totally, it's awesome. We have really great new men's kits. Sorry, it's not totally new. It's actually been around for like a year. And then our male line is just expanding and blowing up, and it's so amazing. So And so I'm going to just go over some of the basics, frequently asked questions that people ask me about Zyia. And we're going to start with like how do you become a rep and what's in the rep starter kit, just in case you haven't been introduced to that. But I'll go over that quickly because probably if you're in this group, you know a little bit about that. So to sign up as a representative, whoever invited you to this group, you would ask them what link that you would use to join up and sign up. And when you join, there are 5 staple pieces in the starter kit. Those 5 pieces can change sometimes, that they're always staple pieces. So it's a jogger, leggings, tank top, bra, and hat. Typically are those the 5 pieces, but sometimes the color changes in one. The type of joggers will change, but it's 5 staple pieces plus a $100 gift card. So if you added the retail value of those 5 pieces and then you add that $100 retail value on there, usually it's about $330 worth of clothes. So the starter kit does cost $295 plus tax and shipping, but you get what you paid for in clothes in of itself. But you also get business tools. They give you a whole bunch of business tools right off the bat, and then you also get your website is waived for the first 2 months, which I'll go over because that's another frequently asked question. And so just a lot of great things that come in the starter kit as well. So that's a question. I might as well just go over that next. Are there any fees or minimums when it comes to being a Zyia Active representative? People ask me that all the time. Like, well, yeah, great, I signed up, but now do I have to like buy, $400 worth of clothes every single month? And the short answer is no. The minimums are very, very, very small in Zyia Active. When you first join, you actually really don't have any minimums for the first 6 months, because it is a $300 minimum. I have notes here so I don't mess this up. $300 minimums in a 6-month time period. So your starter kit counts as that. So you're 300, you're pretty much there. And then, so after that, you have a 6-month time period, and it's always January to June, July to December. So if you like signed up now, then it would start in June, but it is $300 in a 6-month time period. And what's really cool about Zyia is your own personal sales count. And when I say personal sales, I mean like your personal orders. So if like you ordered an outfit a month, you would be way over probably your minimum in that 6-month time period. So the minimums are actually really low to maintain an active status. And I do think that's really awesome, because if you ended up needing to take time off or you built your business really slowly, you don't have to worry about that. And so people always ask, well, so I mentioned the website. So there is a website. You guys, the amazing thing about Zyia is that we don't have to carry an inventory, which is one of my next questions. But you do need a website for people to shop from. Like, you got to direct people there. And what's so awesome is Zyia maintains that website for you. And when people place the order, Zyia processes it. They ship it usually the same day or the next day. So fast, the shipping. And then they're doing everything in that website for you that you don't have to do. And that's amazing. So that website can actually be free. I have never had to pay for the website. So, but some people do have to pay for it. And why would you have to pay for it? It's if in a 1 month period, 1 month, it resets every month. So I shouldn't say 30 days. Could be 31 days, could be 28. In that 1 month, calendar month, if you don't hit $600 in sales, then it does cost $15 for the website. So some people who are in this business just for the discount, or they're building their business super slow, kind of view it as like a membership fee. But really, you guys, to maintain an amazing, huge website like that, $15 is very minimal. But you might never have to pay for it, just like I've never had to pay for it. So the next question, do you have to have an inventory? I kind of covered on that. So inventory is optional. I really have a very minimal inventory. Our stuff changes all the time, you guys. It's a boutique style shopping experience. So I strongly discourage you from getting an inventory, especially right away. And if you do, it would be staple pieces down the line, just for like people to try on, not to sell it from your inventory. So yes, I have a closet full of Zyia that I've accumulated, but I got it for free and half off most of the time. Like 99% of the time that I have Zyia that's for me, or even in my inventory closet, I either got it for free or half off. And I'll go into that because we're going to go into the next question. What's the discount? We want to know that, right? When you sign up for any company, you want to know, well, what's in it for me? Like, I'm going to pay for this starter kit. I'm going to be a representative. What's the discount? And so it's really awesome in and of itself. If you weren't going to sell and you were just here to be for the discount, it is 25% off. And so keep in mind the website that can be waived if you get to 600 in a month. So if you buy 600 for yourself in a month, still would be free, and you would have 25% off. But some representatives actually purchase at full retail, and that I'm one of them. And the reason is because as a representative, we can earn host rewards ourselves, you guys. Zyia actually is totally fine with it. They know we do it. They actually kind of encourage it. So, when you are shopping your rep's website, typically you're shopping in an event, and like it might say March shopping link or something like that, right? That's actually an event that representative has put for themselves as being the host, and they earn free and half off because they have the right to do that because they paid to be a rep, right, guys? So if sometimes like I am not at like the host reward level and I absolutely have to have an item on a Wednesday, I might buy it at full retail because later on I'll earn free and half off stuff later. So most of the stuff that's in my inventory closet, most of the stuff that I buy, I get it for free and half off. How amazing is that? And our host rewards are amazing. They're so good, you guys. And so next question would probably be, how do I make money, and like, how do you sell it? Okay. So, how do you make money it's kind of dependent on how hard you work as far as how much you make. So we have a different level of commissions. It jumps up. So when you sell $200 to $9.99 for the month, you earn a 20% commissions off of everything you sell. So, and that is if you are buying it for yourself at full retail, it'd be 20% off. If you bought it with the rep discount, then it's 25% off. Okay, see that? Like not off, I guess I should say. So that's why I buy it in full retail. Sorry, it gets a little confusing, but when you sell $1,000 in a month, so just think, if you had a friend host a party for you and they had $1,000 party, you're at your bump up in a commission. You get 28% commissions off of that once you hit $1,000. And again, that can be your personal stuff too, as long as it's off of it, you paid full retail price. So 28% commissions, that's how you get paid. It's 20% if you sell anywhere from $200 to $9.99, or it's 28% it is $1,000 or more. And then as you rank in Zyia, you can actually earn more than that. So at that commission override level, you can actually earn 33% off of all of your personal sales if your rank is at a certain rank or higher. So I think that's awesome that you have the potential to earn more. And then also as you rank advanced too, and you can earn commissions like off of your team too as well. So people will sometimes ask, so I forgot the how do reps sell, and I'll come back to that. Maybe remind me, but people always ask, well, do I have to build a team? Like, I just kind of want to do this just to host a few parties here and there. Some people are like, can I build a team? I didn't know you could do that. So let me answer that. You definitely can, and you don't have to. What I really love about this business is it's not something that you would have to do to actually take home, a decent amount of money. So if you were looking to, you could just do the math and you're like, I just want to make a couple hundred a month. A couple hundred a month, if you have $1,000 in sales, so you have 2 of your friends host a party in a month, 4 of your friends host a party in a month, you're probably going to get to that $1,000 sales, right? And then you make $280 commission check off of $1,000 in sales. So you can make a couple hundred a month and not build a team at all. But you can build a team if you want to. And so again, you do make commissions off your team, and that is how you rank advance and get kind of that residual income. And so let's see here. How do reps sell? So that is so amazing about this business. You can sell it however you want. If you go to the gym every single day and you're wearing Zyia every single day, you're probably going to sell it to the people around you. And that happens to me a lot, all the time. People will ask me where I would get it from, and that's kind of like social selling. You just sell it. But most of the time people will host parties, and they will have their friends host parties. So usually it's on Facebook, but you can do it in any format you want. So if you're like, Facebook's not really my jam, Instagram is my jam. I would rather do an Instagram party. You can do an Instagram party. I'd rather do a text party. Like, I'd rather just text out a link. Or make a cute website. I'm a graphic designer and I can make cute graphics. Whatever you want to do. Zyia has pretty minimal rules on like the type of party and type of ways you can sell it. The only ways you can't sell it is you can't go to Etsy or any kind of like one of those third party, like eBay. You can't go on eBay and make a shop and sell Zyia on eBay. So that's pretty obvious for the most part. Most companies are like that. People will always ask, like, is this an MLM or is this a direct sales company? And so honestly, if you like Google direct sales and MLM, like, my mind gets so confused as to what it is or what it's not. I will be 100% honest. I have been with Zyia since August of 2018, and I call this direct sales because I feel like I am more selling, as far as that goes, to my customers, and we are more customer based. If you have done any research into MLMs or direct sales, and you're kind of well versed in that, what's really cool about Zyia is a lot of these companies that have independent representatives, they actually, if they're representative heavy, that's not a good sign, like, for growth in the future. And we are actually very customer heavy. Most of our sales, most everything comes from customers, which actually speaks to the health of the company, which is another question that I've been getting. I would say even within the last year is, do you think it's oversaturated? Do you think there are too many representatives out there right now? And my answer is absolutely not. Let's just talk about, if any of you are in Sioux Falls or the Midwest, let's talk about restaurants. What do you think about restaurants? Do you think they're oversaturated here? I do. But can you start a successful restaurant in Sioux Falls? Absolutely you can, and you can thrive. I can think of quite a few that have done amazing recently. I'm trying to think, I would say like the Barrel House was open recently, and that one has done amazing, not like super recent, but the thing is in direct sales, the companies, their best, most exponential growth happens from years 3 to 7. Zyia Active was formed in February of 2017. So we're actually in the sweet spot. So if you join now is the time where you're going to really see the exponential growth. And it's really only oversaturated as far as if you think it's oversaturated. It's one of those mindset things where when you go car shopping and you're looking for a car, and then after you buy it, you see that same car everywhere, right? You like, I don't know, you bought Dodge Durango and you see Dodge Durangos everywhere. So when you start thinking about being a Zyia Active rep, sometimes you're like, I see Zyia Active reps everywhere, but you weren't paying attention to it before. And so your friends, really aren't either, and they're going to buy from you who they know, like, and trust. And so my last and final question, if you guys don't have any questions, is, well, I don't know how to sell. Like, I'm not salesy. Can I still do this company? And so my answer to you is you sell all the time and you don't realize it. So hopefully you don't think that your representative is salesy, because none of us go out into this business to lose friends or to be salesy. I went into this because I fell in love with the products. I bought a pair of black leggings. I took them, and this is probably the story of, I would say, most of the Zyia reps out there. They bought a pair of black leggings. So you bought a pair of black leggings, and then you took it out for whatever it was that you intended to do with them. For me, I took it out for a run. I put my phone in the pocket, and I was so impressed that they didn't fall down at all with my phone in my pocket. I had 2 other pairs of leggings, I think 2, that had pockets at the time. My Victoria's Secret pinks and my Lululemon. And I always had to pull them up on my run. And sizing was correct. And here I am with my Zyia pair of leggings, and they never fell down once in that 3-mile run. And I was like, oh, I found an amazing brand. Like, I want to shout this out to the world that everyone who works out and runs and wears leggings needs to find this pair of leggings so their run is as amazing as my run was, that I didn't have to pull up my pants the whole time. And so when I found Zyia and fell in love with that pair of leggings, I was just sharing my love of the product. So have you ever gone out to eat and you had the most fabulous meal? I know apparently I'm hungry tonight because I'm talking restaurants, but you go out to eat and you have the most fabulous meal ever, and you tell all of your friends about that amazing restaurant, that amazing meal, and you're not getting a commissions check from that. You are just sharing with your friends something great you found. And that is totally what Zyia is for almost all representatives. And you can go into it still with a sales mindset. If you are like, you know what, I do want to sell this. I'm not really worried about that. And I want to be a business builder, and I want to quit my job and replace it with Zyia. Then if that's your goal, you go for it. I guess I have one more frequently asked questions that I forgot about. It's kind of like, well, what if I don't want to go all out, or, I just kind of want to dabble my feet in it, whatever. And so my answer to you is, this is your business. When you sign up to be an independent representative. You are signing up for your own business, so you can go in at whatever pace you want. You heard the minimums, they're not super high, but if you're on the opposite end of the spectrum, so some people are like, you know what, I always say there's 3 levels of Zyia reps. There's somebody who just joins because they absolutely love the product and they just want it for the discount, and they know they're going to be buying again and again and again because they're so in love with it. They love Wednesday new releases, and they're going to be buying Zyia forever and ever, amen, because it's amazing. We all know that if we're in this group, right? So that's kind of the discount rep. You can join as a discount rep, and you can think of the website fee as your membership fee to get that 25% off. And then, okay, I don't know what I heard out there. I look really creeped out right now. I'm by myself at home. The garbage truck? Gosh, that's awfully late for the garbage to be picked up. Okay. Oh my gosh, my husband does band practice on Tuesday nights, and so I'm here by myself with my kids, and just got freaked out because I heard the garbage truck right outside. Okay, so the next level is kind of the in-between. Hey, I want to wear and share this. I want to have, do some parties here and there, but I'm working a full-time job. I love my full-time job, never going to quit it. I just want to fit it in to the nooks and crannies of my day and, you know, work this business and have fun with this business because I love it and I want to wear and share it. And so that's kind of like the next level Zyia rep. And I have a ton of those people on my team and they do amazing, you guys. So awesome. And they have so much fun. And the community with Zyia is just amazing. And our group of women, we're so awesome. We help each other out and I love it. Every single Wednesday comes, we all help each other with sizing. It's so amazing. So that's the next level. And then the last level is somebody like me. When I went into this business, I wouldn't say like day one I thought this, but I did think, wow, this would be awesome if I could like utilize this as my like income or to get us out of medical debts, because we had some real high medical debt at that time from my my oldest being just in and out of the hospital almost his whole life. And even when I first started, Zyia kind of put us even more into medical debt. So I kind of thought, what if this is just like a way where we could really advance ourselves and I could maybe do something with this, maybe a career, maybe, you know, maybe I really do something with this. And so when I first started, that was kind of my goal. I kind of went all, whatever they told me for business builder, the top mode business builder. That was what I did. And now, less than 3 years later, I was able to walk away from my full-time hours at the hospital. So I can never promise your income with Zyia. I can never guarantee your income. You know, what I can tell you is you get what you put into it. So you have to be coachable and you have to be willing to listen if that's where you want to go. And what you put into it, you get out of it. And so it doesn't pay off immediately, but if you can, in 3 years, see yourself like, that's what I want to do. I want to walk away from it. And again, I can't promise you 3 years. It could be 1 year for you. You could do it faster than me. It could be 5 years, but you could walk away, you know, or it's possible. I can't say you could. It's possible. You could walk away from your hours like I did. It's definitely possible. And so I kind of want to leave you with that. I don't see any questions in the chat, but if you have them after this is all done and you're watching the replay, feel free to drop them in the comments. I really appreciate anybody that joined us here tonight. Thank you so much. Drop your representative's name that invited you to this chat. Make sure you follow back up with them. They're the ones that invited you here. They're the ones that you want to talk to about this opportunity. And if you have any more questions, they're the ones to go to, or again, in the comments here, and I can answer them for you. Hope you guys have a great night, and I hope to talk to you soon. Bye.